Hey there guys, what's going on? I'm Vile Self and I got another Call of Duty Ghost gameplay commentary for you. This time I'm playing on the map Stormfront. I particularly like this map because of one thing specifically, and that's the dynamic weather. It does rain in this map, which is pretty cool, I guess. People have been asking for dynamic weather in Call of Duty maps for a long time, and maybe I'm just have a bad memory, but I can't think of any other maps right now off the top of my head that actually have rain in them, physical falling rain. And this map has quite a bit of it. There's actually points of this map where it kind of comes down in pours, and as you can see on the camera right there, it's sprinkling on my field of vision, which is a little bit hindering. But needless to say, it's still an added effect that brings some life to the map. And I'm hoping that one of the maps in the future DLCs is going to have the same thing, but with a snow effect, which is inevitably what most people wanted. The rain seems kind of boring. I think a snow blizzard would be pretty intense to fight in. The only downfall is that I think it would encourage camping and it would encourage thermal scopes, and those are two things that I hate with a passion. Anyways, this video is going to be about Zeitgeist. I'm going to explain a little bit about Zeitgeist. Some of you may or may not have already seen it or know about it. I am a little late to the party because Zeitgeist is not new. I believe Zeitgeist was released in 2007, maybe 2008, something around there. But needless to say, I knew about it then, but I just never was interested in watching it. I never knew what it was. A couple of years ago, a friend of mine explained to me that he said it was a movie that proves religion wrong. He said it debunks religion. And me being an atheist, I was sort of interested in it, but also not interested. I'm not a religious guy, so I didn't really feel like it really had much to do with me at all. But anyways, I was just hanging out last night, just chilling. I was kind of bored. I didn't really feel like playing video games. I was just watching TV, and I thought to myself, what the fuck, man? I'm gonna watch Zeitgeist. It's 2 hours long, which is basically the reason I never watched it before. I could never really find a 2-hour time slot to dedicate to this, documentary. But I watched it last night, and you know what? I'm so glad I did, because it basically answered a lot of questions that I've had about, religion and let me just say, it basically covers, within the 2 hours, it basically covers 3 different topics. Okay, the first topic is religion. The second topic is 9/11, and the third topic is money corruption in the world, basically. So the first segment is what captured me the most. That's the religious segment. That segment's about an hour long, and basically what it does is it explains all of the world's religions at once and makes them all make sense. And coming from an atheist, that's kind of a fucked up thing to say, because I'm not a religious guy. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in worship, and I don't believe in divinity and all that stuff. But this documentary doesn't necessarily say that all of that stuff's not true, but it just explains how it's all just a misrepresentation of what the truth really is. And I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, because I want you guys to watch it for yourselves. And I'm going to leave a link in the description, so be sure to click it and dedicate a couple hours of your time. It doesn't have to be today. Just do it on the weekend. Do it on a Thursday or Friday night or whatever. If you're not busy, watch it, man. It's mind opening, and it's definitely, whether you're religious or not, it's definitely something you should watch, because it's got information in it that you should really know, because you don't want to just believe something because somebody else is telling you to believe it. That's not really a true belief. That's like a dictated belief. It's like a controlled belief. Somebody's making you believe something that necessarily might not be true. And that's basically what the church is. The church is feeding a whole bunch of stories and a whole bunch of kind of fabricated rules to the people, religious people, and telling them if they don't follow these rules, then they're gonna suffer the consequences. The Zeitgeist documentary basically puts all that into perspective. It makes sense of all the biblical stories that have ever been told and all that kind of stuff. You guys gotta watch it. The 9/11 thing, there's a huge conspiracy about 9/11. I'm sure you guys know about it. Basically, there's one group of people that think that terrorists attacked America on September 11th, 2001, and America responded by declaring war on the Middle East. But then there's another group of people that think America was responsible themselves for causing 9/11, and Zeitgeist provides ample amounts of proof as to why that is an accurate claim. Now, I know it's a fucked up thing to think that your own government could kill its own people for profitable gain. But like I said, Zeitgeist provides a lot of proof, and I'm not talking just like random guys. I'm talking about people that were there, civilians that were there, firefighters that were there, newscasters that were there. They were there and they saw and they heard certain things that cannot be explained by the US government. Certain things that the US government will not even comment on. They just ignore them. And you gotta wonder what was really going on there. What was really happening? I mean, it's a mind-opening experience to watch this Zeitgeist movie. Now, the third and final part is the money corruption. This is the part that will probably piss you off the most because it basically tells you what's happening with all your hard-earned money and how messed up our money system really is. But I mean, it's still something that's worth a watch, and I mean, take it with a grain of salt. There's not much people can do about it unless everybody bands together and we all have this big unified movement. But that's unlikely to happen. But the more people that watch Zeitgeist, the more people are going to become aware with what's really going on, and the less our governments are going to be able to control and dictate and, persuade us into living our lives exactly how they want us to live our lives. There is a Zeitgeist 2 and a Zeitgeist 3, which I have not seen either of those either, but I do plan to watch them very, very soon. But I urge you guys, I highly recommend watch Zeitgeist if you haven't seen it already. If you have seen Zeitgeist, I definitely want to know what you think about it. So far, I've talked to several people who have watched it, and everybody seems like they had a new awakening when they watched it, and I did too. I mean, it didn't really tell me anything that I didn't already kind of think myself, but it put a lot of things into perspective, and it definitely put some validity and some truth behind the thoughts and the beliefs that I already did have. So, with that said, I thought it was a terrific documentary. It does not get the recognition it deserves. I've mentioned it to a few people, and some people say they heard of it, but they never watched it. Some people watched it, and some people never heard of it at all. I'm highly recommending it to you guys. Check it out. If anything, at least watch the first hour, which is the religious bit. That's the part that got me the most because it makes sense of religion, man. And religion's one of the biggest confusing things that's going on the earth right now. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Vile Self is out.